What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Welcome to Alex Sports Talk and Bets. And we got to talk about the big news today, which is Myles Garrett getting traded to the Los Angeles Rams. That's the big news in sports. It's the whole thing. I'll give the Rams this, all right? Especially being a Packers fan, even though we're getting better. We're getting better at doing what we need to do to get over the hump. But either way, I'll give the Rams this. I can never say the Rams aren't trying to win. The Rams are always trying to win. They have a team. They're like, okay, we're a piece or two away from winning, and they're willing to make the moves and do what they have to do to put themselves in position to win. I admire that about the Rams. All right, even though, like I said, as a Packers fan, we're moving in the right direction because we made the big trade for Micah Parsons, and unfortunately, he got hurt. But either way, just making that type of splash move is just not something we usually do. And had he not gotten hurt, last year looks completely different. Anyways, with that being said, I think the Browns. I think this is a trade both teams going to be able to say that they won, right? Like, I don't think the Browns lost this trade because they got Jared Verse and they got a first round pick, a second round pick, and a third round pick. So I can't say they lost this trade. They actually put themselves in a really great position, to be honest with you, right? Going into the future because they're not going to be good for a while anyway. They still don't know who their quarterback is. They just got the massage man, and then they got Shador, but they don't like Shador for some reason. I don't know why. Like, you don't got nobody better, but whatever. Then they got Dylan Gabriel. He's trash. I don't even know. Like, he's garbage. So, they don't really have those many options. I don't know if they brought Flacco back or not. But either way, the Browns are rebuilding. They replaced a Pro Bowl edge with a Pro Bowl edge, right? Now, they didn't replace an All Pro with an All Pro, but Jared Verse has All Pro potential. He's not better than Myles Garrett, but he's going to solidify your edge. Jared Verse is very good. He's a very good player. If you're the Rams, assuming everyone stays healthy, I can understand why some people would look at you as the favorite. I just don't think, when I look at that Rams team as a whole, I look at the other teams in the NFC, I can see a lot of other teams beating this team still. Y'all got to remember, football is just one game, right? So I can see a lot of other teams beating this team still. I think this is different than when the Rams went all in. They had Odell and Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and all them. Because to me, they were all still in their prime at that time. The problem with this Rams team is Matthew Stafford, who's already injury prone, is another year older. He's a grandpa. You gotta hope he stays healthy. Devontae Adams, that's my dog, but he's a grandpa now too. You gotta hope he stay healthy. Puka Nakua should be fine. Um, the running back Keldon or Kyan, I can't remember exactly what his name is, but he should be solid. But there's just a lot of injury prone players on this team. A lot of players who are still great, but they're not in their prime anymore. Like, this isn't their peak, ability. So I just think that makes these two teams different. So trading away, if you were going to trade Jared Verse to me, if you were going to trade Jared Verse, then you shouldn't have had to trade no first round picks. Now, if you was going to trade Jared Verse and say a third, fine. Jared Verse in the second and the third, in my opinion, is a reach, but okay. But a first round pick and you traded your star young edge. If I'm gonna make this trade and I'm gonna trade this many picks, right? I need to keep Jared Verse, so I got dual-headed monsters. Now we having a different conversation. If they manage to keep Jared Verse and get Myles Garrett, I'd be telling you, yeah, barring injury, these guys should just run through everybody. But they didn't do that, right? They got a better edge rusher, but they already had a great one. So it's like, okay, you went from all star to superstar because now you're all pro. But that doesn't really change the dynamic of your team. Now, having an all pro and a Pro Bowler, or aka all star, whichever you want to call it, that changes your dynamic. But now you're just back to one really dominant player. So to me, it just doesn't change your dynamic enough. There's still a lot of teams I can see beating them. And like I said, every football team is relying on injuries not happening. So it's not like it's just the Rams. It's just, again, these players aren't in their prime anymore. So you're going all in with an old team, which that works better in basketball and football. That's risky business. It worked for them that one time. We'll see. Maybe it'll work twice. Again, I do admire that they're going for it. But I just think I don't want to say they got fleeced because they got Myles Garrett. You can't get fleeced when you got Myles Garrett. So I don't want to say they got fleeced. I'm just want to say that I think they would have won the trade if they kept Jared Verse. But by losing Jared Verse, I view it as an even exchange. That's if you're gonna make me pick who I think won this trade, I'm gonna tell you the Browns, but I really think it's even. If the Rams win the Super Bowl, obviously they won this trade. But I'm just not sure this Rams team is gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm just not. I don't think they did enough to get themselves over the hump to that degree. I don't think it's the same as last time because again, these guys are in their prime. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe y'all think I'm crazy. Y'all usually do, even though I'm almost always right, but that's fine. Y'all usually do. So it would not be abnormal if that's what y'all think. But that's how I view it. Y'all let me know how y'all view it. You let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that now that they have Myles Garrett, they should run through everyone in the NFC?